Ludington High School Sports is on the air on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture, as well as McGee Insurance, Ludington Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurants, Benedict's Auto Center, as well as Ludington Chiropractic and Urca Auto Center. Now, let's go to the court and the broadcast booth with Todd Scoop Hansen on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome, Ludington Oriole basketball fans, to district basketball action. We're at Big Rapids High School for a Division II District Number 35 matchup between the 20-2 Ludington Orioles, co-champions of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, and the Big Rapids Cardinals, 19-2 on the year, and I believe a perfect 10-0. I'm not sure about their conference record, but they were the champions of the Central States Activities Association Gold Division. Joined tonight by Warren Stowe, the girls varsity basketball coach, doing color commentary with me tonight. Also Braden Kronline, who is our OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call. And Coach Stowe, it's awesome to be here with you.
Yeah.
Almost got my words turned around right there. I'm so excited about the district starting, and we got one epic matchup tonight between two really good boys high school basketball teams.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to be here. And, anytime you have the start of the postseason, you have all that optimism in the air. And, it's a culmination of all the hard work you put in during the regular season. And to have two teams with such great records, that's a little uncommon. But in this district, that's just par for the course.
Brutal district, if you look at it. You got Cadillac, number 2 seed in the district, 18-4 on the year. Hearts, the number 1 team in the district, 22-0.
Yeah.
They picked a nice year to go up one division, didn't they?
Yeah, no kidding. But, that just makes it all the sweeter. Whoever comes out of this district is going to have earned it without a doubt. And unfortunately, some really, really good teams are going to end their season early this week.
Definitely. You also have Reed City in this district. Reed City, I believe they are 13-9 on the season. Chippewa Hills 10-11. So only one team under 500 and just barely under 500. Magical time of year. That's why it's called March Madness. Yeah. And boy, last year, did your girls ever? They created a memory of a lifetime last year for you and your girls last year, going to the Breslin Center. When you do that, it's been an incredibly successful and memorable season.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be that to be memorable and successful.
Yeah.
That group this year also had a pretty memorable season, winning the conference championship. But, that's all these kids, every kid that's out here right now shooting pregame is thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this our run to the Breslin Center and possibly something bigger? And that's what makes district basketball and basketball where it's one and done is that it's just a great thing because you never know, it could be your year. So excited, and I'm excited for all these kids out here, especially the Ludington.
Exactly, Coach. And like you said, your girls had a memorable year this year. Just makes it all the more memorable if you get to the Breslin Center.
100%, that's the goal, right? Like now, again, all these guys are out here thinking, and all week they're like, this is the start of our run. This is the start of our run. And that's just what makes it so awesome. So, best of luck to both teams. It should be a great game.
It certainly should. And again, we want to remind you listeners out there that due to MHSAA regulations, the Oriole Sports Network can only bring you a live audio stream. We can't bring you a video stream, and that's been that way. All 4 years I've been with the Oriole Sports Network, and it's been that way for as long as I can remember with the MHSAA. At least we can still bring you, all you Oriole Nation out there, the live audio feed. So we want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. And Coach Stowe, the only 2 losses this Big Rapids team has had this year, 2 teams in this district. They lost to Hart early in the year in a very close ball game. Yeah. And they lost to Cadillac by only 1 point, 57-56. So they're pretty much tested, and we know our Ludington Orioles are tested as well. They coming off that thrilling, exciting victory over Benzie Central this last Thursday night. 77-65 in overtime.
Yeah, and what a game that was last Thursday. Watched you guys on the OSN at home, and that was awesome. But Big Rapids, definitely battle tested to be 19-2, and then those two losses, like you said, are just a handful of points against two of the teams in this district, which are the 1 and 2 seeds. So, Ludington's definitely got their work cut out for them tonight.
I talked earlier with head coach Thad Shank, and here's what he had to say in regards to tonight's big Division II District 35 game. Welcome, Ludington Oriole basketball fans, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. I'm with Coach Thad Shank, and Coach, the journey for Season 2 begins tonight at Big Rapids in a Division II District 35 matchup against the Big Rapids Cardinals. And what a matchup it should be. Big Rapids, I believe at last check, correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, was 19-2 on the season. They did very well in the CSAA. I think they won the Gold Division Championship over there. And your Ludington Orioles coming into the game at 20-2. Co-champions of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, along with the Whitehall Vikings, shaping up to be a great ball game tonight. Orioles and the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's to go to Big Rapids and play on their home floor against a team like that. We're going to have a whale of an effort tonight. But we know coming into this district tournament that, it's very unusual to have 4 teams with over 18 wins in a district in the same district. I mean, every now and then you might get a year where 3 teams have great records, and 2 teams that's not uncommon. But to have 4 teams with 18 above wins is just pretty mind blowing. And so we got our work cut out for us. But if you didn't have challenges in life, what would life be like? So.
Yeah, exactly. What will the Orioles have to do tonight to beat the Big Rapids Cardinals? The Cardinals, 2 losses on the year, 1 to the Cadillac Vikings by a point, 57-56, and their other loss coming against the Hart Pirates early in the year. I believe it was 92-86. I know that Hart had over 90 points. Big Rapids was in the high 80s. It's going to be quite a task for your Orioles tonight, but I'm sure they'll be up to the challenge. What will the O's have to do, Coach?
Well, we'll have to make more shots in Big Rapids. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's, Big Rapids is got a lot of offensive firepower. Senior laden team, the Ruggles kid and the 2 Dunn twin brothers have been starting at the varsity level for 3 years, probably playing on the varsity level for 4. Big Rapids shoots the ball from the perimeter exceptionally well. We're going to have to be able to really contest and guard the 3-point arc tonight, no matter what defense we're in, and try to make it tough for them to get good, clean looks. The other thing they do very well is they really isolate their guards in the post. They're not a huge team, but their guards do have size and they're really skilled, and I know they're going to try to pound the ball down to those guards and try to, take advantages of matchups maybe where David or Spencer are guarding somebody that's, not very, that has a big size advantage over him. So we're going to have to defend very well in that respect. They're a hard team to defend, and we're going to have to score the ball and make shots. Tournament time, everybody probably has a big mark on, Dave and Westy. We're going to have other kids step up and have big moments in this tournament to be able to have a chance to win. People are going to do their due diligence, and they're going to really do everything they can to take away Dave and take away Westy. And, sometimes when a team full out denials a kid and limits a kid, there's not a heck of a lot you can do in those situations, but it does provide spacing on the floor for the other kids to be able to make plays. And I think we got kids that haven't necessarily scored a lot of points this year, but have the ability to score points. So we're going to definitely see this week.
The winner of the game gets the Hart Pirates. Pirates coming into the game at 22-0. Hart, been a long time since Hart's been in Ludington's district. I think dating back, Coach, at least to the mid-'60s.
Yeah. You know more about that than I do. They're probably, it's the crazy year for them to be in our district, having the best team they've had in 30-some years. But I think they're probably saying that same thing too. They're probably looking at it like if we were in our normal Class C district here, we could feel like we can really make a run. So, no, just 4 good teams, and we just got to throw the ball up and see what happens. So it should be fun.
Coach, I meant to bring this up with you in the post game the other night at Varsity, that terrific overtime game. How neat was it for you as a head coach seeing Derek Dunsel go out there and get his first varsity playing time? He takes his first varsity shot and cans a 3-pointer. He gets 3, and then the game before you're able to play Mike Nichols, and he goes in and scores a bucket. That's got to just make you really feel great.
Well, it makes me feel good, but, it makes me feel good for those kids. I mean, people got to understand that, those guys could play in a heck of a lot of programs, and they can play in our program as well. I mean, we just happen to have a couple groups that are just really basketball deep, and who knows if I've made the right decisions on who's been on the team or not. But, those guys have the cool thing is that they've spent a lot of time and effort in a role that's not a very fun one that most people wouldn't do, and they've fulfilled that role, and they've tried to get themselves better and this team better. So that says a lot about those guys and their character. I would like that to be recognized probably more than making a bucket. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, that's good.
And, Coach, your starting lineup for tonight's Division II District 35 game.
Tonight at the guards, we will start Gage Jones and David Schillinger. At the forwards, Spencer Holmes and Levi Lehman. And at the center, we'll start Matthew Westhouse.
Good luck, Coach, to you and the O's, and look forward to talking to you after the ball game. As always, go O's.
Thanks, Scoop.
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. Scoop Hansen, Warren Stowe, Braden Kronline, the Oriole Sports Network, in conjunction and collaboration with 102.7 WMOM, getting set for a monumental matchup tonight in this district. The Ludington Orioles 20-2 against the Big Rapids Cardinals 19-2. We want to thank Pure Marquette Builders, PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. And we'll be back with those starting lineups here momentarily from Big Rapids High School. Don't go away, O's fans. The Ludington Orioles and the Big Rapids Cardinals getting set for district boys basketball action as we start the March Madness season as far as boys basketball goes. Stay tuned, O's fans.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it.
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. It's Monday night. It's the first of 3 nights. We're hoping that we're here this week, Coach Stowe. Of course, you know, the winner advances to Wednesday night to take on the Hart Pirates. The winner of that game will play here on Friday night against the winner coming out of the lower bracket. We'll talk more about that as the game progresses here. But here are your starting lineups, as sponsored by Pierre Marquette Builders. First for the Big Rapids Cardinals, coached by Kent Engels, starting at the guards, and they're starting 4 guards tonight. Number 2, Dawson Dunn, he's a senior, and number 4, Mason Dunn, he is a senior. They are twins. Also at guard for the Cardinals, number 15, Jack Ruggles, and number 20, Carlito McKinney. The starting center for the Cardinals, number 33, Owen Gammons. They start 5 seniors. 4 of them are guards, Coach Stowe.
Yeah, and that's a lot to be said at this time. You know, a lot of experience in the seniors, so we'll see what happens.
For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Thad Shank, assisted by Jamie Sykon, John Stowe, and Mike Mesher, and managed by Chris Speedy Lopez. Starting at the guards, number 13, David Sunshine Schillinger, a 5'8" junior. And also, number 23, Gage Jones. He's the Oriole point guard. He is a 6' junior. Starting at center, number 44, Matthew Big Country Westhouse. Big Country checks in at 6'10". Starting forwards, number 5, Spencer Holmes, a 5'10" junior. And number 11, Levi Lehman, a 6'1" senior. The Orioles and the Big Rapids Cardinals. Big Rapids will be in their home white jerseys, red lettering and numerals trimmed in blue. Ludington in their black jerseys, white lettering, orange numerals trimmed in white. Ready to go, Coach Stowe?
I'm ready.
I'm ready,
excited.
Fired up.
Thanks for having me. And, you know, just kind of looking at these starting lineups, too, it's not often you see a kid match Westy's size, and you see it again. Big Rapids doesn't have anybody as tall or as physically dominating as Matthew Westhouse could be in this game. So I think that's going to be a big point for the Orioles when and if it's a half-court game, get the ball down to Matthew.
Well, we saw against Benzie Central, and they pounded the ball into Westy. They were very successful.
Yep. He's a great player. That's what happens when you're a great player. You have good success.
Exactly. And here we go. The start of Season 2. March Madness upon us, and it's about to start here in a couple of seconds, folks. As far as the boys go, Ludington and Big Rapids. And here's the tip. And it is controlled by the Ludington Orioles. Gage Jones with the ball. Jones will bring the ball up. He'll give it now to Schillinger. Schillinger will swing it to Holmes. Now to Gage Jones inside the Big Country. Big Country backing down, turns around, shot up, overlaid it right there. And Big Rapids is has the basketball. That's number 15, Jack Ruggles with it.
Good possession, though. We got Big Westy right at the front of the rim, and Big Rapids came out in man, guarding Dave, face guarding him, and I think that's what they had expected.
Ruggles fakes the 3. Now with the ball, 33, Owen Gammons. He's the Big Rapids center. Nice baseline move there, but the Orioles cut it off right there. Orioles doing a good job moving to the ball here. There's a steal there. Oh, good job by Gage Jones right there as Gammons lost the ball, and give a lot of credit to Gage Jones creating that turnover.
Yep, intercepted that, denied that reverse pass, and out of bounds. Ludington ball, bringing it up the court, left to right.
Got a nice crowd here tonight. It's not a totally packed house, but it is a very good crowd here in attendance. A lot of Ludington folks made the trip over. Now it's Levi Lehman, and his pass is picked off right there, trying to get the ball to Westy, and now here come the Cardinals. 6:51 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Wide open, though, underneath, and getting the basket for Big Rapids, number 20, Carlito McKinney.
Yeah, transition just kind of lost. We got to have guys talking and pointing matchups. Just lost McKinney there, and he scored the easy layup.
Levi Lehman with it. He'll dish it back out to Jones. Now to, oh, three-pointer there. Spencer Holmes.
Great sign when Spencer's stepping in rhythm and hitting those shots. It's hard to guard.
Ludington up 3-2, 6:20 to go in the opening quarter. Orioles and the Cardinals from Big Rapids High School. Beautiful facility here. Cardinals work the ball around. Gammons with it now. Gammons will give it to Mason Dunn. Dunn in the paint. Ball deflected and coming up with it, Gage Jones. This is what the Orioles like to do, Coach. Though they love to run. You know, you see Schillinger often creating turnovers, and the Orioles love to run and gun.
Definitely, and that's for David. You know, they're face guarding him, and he can't get frustrated with that. The best thing he can do is turn offense into defense into offense.
3-second violation right there. Looks like Gage Jones got poked in the eye. Ludington up 3-2, 5:49 to go. Gage just couldn't get out of the lane. He made the pass, Coach, but and he was trying to escape the paint right there, but he got caught watching it dry.
Yep.
All right, 5:46 left, opening quarter. Ludington 3, Big Rapids 2. District number 35, Division 2, opening game. There's a three-point attempt, good. Scoring that for Big Rapids, number 15, Jack Ruggles. Now we have ball deflected right there. Ludington trails 5-3, 5:28 to go. Coach Stowe, you expecting a high-scoring game here tonight?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how Ludington plays, you know, and I think Big Rapids isn't afraid to get up and down from what I've heard as well. So I would expect a score, you know, in the 60s and up.
All right, with the ball, Schillinger. Schillinger, 15-footer, good! A nice, silky, smooth move there, and he nails the 15-footer.
Yep, stopping on a dime, pulling up, and he gets up on that shot. It's hard to block.
Ludington 5, Big Rapids 5. 5:07 left in the opening quarter. Ruggles with it. Ruggles, he'll pass it now to Dawson Dunn. Dawson Dunn to Mason Dunn. Mason Dunn will go baseline. Now he'll dish it to Ruggles. Gammons with it now. Gammons in the lane. Turnaround up and no good. Fought for. Ruggles comes away with it. Dunn to Dunn. Shot up and good. Three-pointer for Dawson Dunn.
Ludington in man-to-man there, just didn't get that offensive rebound, and it's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
A lot of times those lead to second chance three-point shots.
Gage Jones with it for the Orioles. We got a foul called now, and it'll be called on Big Rapids, number 20. That's Carlito McKinney.
Yeah, and David's just, again, David's being face guarded. You know, that's something that probably surprising this year he hasn't seen more of with as good as he is. He's just got to accept that and take it as the ultimate form of flattery.
Coach, one thing I'm going to say right here, and Ludington, I've said it often this year, Ludington's a deep team. There's a nice pass to Gilchrist. Boy, a lot of contact right there. They let it go, and now here come the Big Rapids Cardinals, and scoring the basket, number 2, Dawson Dunn. But I will say this, Ludington, I think, is much deeper than Big Rapids.
I would agree with that.
The Orioles trail by 5 points right now, 10-5, 4:04 to go. Nice. They'll get it into Westy, shot up and in. Nice passing there, tic-tac-toe for the Orioles.
Great passing, and even that last possession that Aiden missed, you know, he set a pin screen for David. They jumped 2 on David, slip, wide open layups. Really good signs for Ludington.
Big Rapids 10, Ludington 7. There's a turnover forced by the Orioles' defensive pressure.
Yeah, and then when you can score, you can set up your press. Ludington run and jump there, and Big Rapids threw it out of bounds.
Schillinger will get the ball into Cole Anthus, who's checked into the game. Anthus is in the game now, folks, along with Aiden Gilchrist and Daniel Ramirez. Anthus to Ramirez into Westy. Up and in. Beautiful pass there from Daniel Ramirez. And Westhouse gets the basket. Orioles trail by a point. Oh, Aiden almost had himself a steal there. And now David Schillinger, look at how quick he is with that. He'll give the ball to Ramirez. Ramirez, his shot is blocked, however. Blocking the shot there for Big Rapids, Carlito McKinney. And here come the Cardinals now. Orioles up 10-9. There's a three-pointer. Good. Boy, Big Rapids, they like that three. Mason Dunn gets that one.
Yeah, they are not shy to shoot it, and obviously they're really talented and can hit those shots. Ludington's got to just contest and tight close, Curry closeouts on everything.
Westy lost there. Schillinger gets it back. Schillinger shot no good. Westhouse fighting for it. And now we have a jump ball. Possession error to Big Rapids. And so far, I got to say, the officials are really letting them play out there, Coach.
They are, and I think you just kind of got to adjust to that as a player, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't go in expecting contact. You actually just have to finish through it. But hopefully we get that consistently on both ends, and as long as it's consistent, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. 3 3-pointers so far for the Big Rapids Cardinals. We have 2:43 left in the first quarter. Big Rapids 13, Ludington 9. Big Rapids basketball on the held ball right there. They have a possession arrow. Here come the Cardinals. Ruggles with it. Now they'll give it to Dunn. Dunn, little baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Ramirez. He'll give it up now to Schillinger. Look how quick he is. David Schillinger, Euro step. Good!
Yeah.
Boy, does he make that look sweet.
You know, and that's really key, again, for David. I've said it now 3 or 4 times, but getting out in transition takes all that pressure of being face guarded in the half court away.
Orioles trail 13-11. Ruggles shot up and in. That's Dawson Dunn with the basket there. Big Rapids 15, Ludington 11. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ramirez with the ball. He'll give it up now to Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist and Schillinger there. Well, I thought he was trying to get that ball there to Westhouse for a second.
I
Whoa.
think David kind of cleaned it up. I think it was originally to Westhouse off the drive.
Anthus now, he'll give it to Ramirez to Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist on the dribble. He'll pick it up now into Westy. Westy, Ramirez for 3. Good!
Great pass by Westhouse. You know, they got it in the post. 2 collapsed. He passed it out to Daniel, who hit the wide open shot.
Daniel Ramirez tickling the twines from three-point land. Nothing but net right there. And the Orioles trail by a point, 15-14. Three-pointer, good. Boy, Big Rapids is absolutely on fire with shooting the 3 right now. I don't think they've missed maybe one.
We got to have better closeouts. You know, you can't jog at guys with your hands up. You got to run them off the three-point line.
Mason Dunn got that 3. Big Rapids up by 4, 18-14. Schillinger with the ball now. He'll pass it out to Anthus. Anthus to Westhouse. Nice pass. Oh, great assist there from Cole Anthus.
Really great passing early in this first quarter by Ludington, finding wide open guys cutting to the basket.
They're doing a good job pounding that ball into Big Country. Now they're going to call a foul on Aiden. Wow. Going to call a foul there on Aiden Gilchrist, much to the chagrin of the Oriole faithful here, the Oriole Nation.
That's a tough foul. Aiden, you know, the Big Rapids player was in front of him, getting to the ball, and Aiden reached out and grabbed him and tried to move him, but, you know, they both have the right to go after that basketball. The Big Rapids player was impeding Aiden's path as much as vice versa, but I think being ahead of Aiden there probably gave him the benefit of that call.
Trey Forfinski's checked into the Oriole lineup. Trey is a senior. He wears jersey number 34, 6 foot. All right, Ludington trails 18-16, 29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Three-point attempt, that's going to be blocked right there. And that was
Spencer Holmes with the block.
Spencer Holmes blocked that. Gage Jones will get it now. Spencer Holmes with the ball. Holmes, Gage Jones for 3. Good! Gage Jones bangs the 3 home. And the Orioles have a 1-point lead.
Another great pass there from Spencer Holmes, and then a foul here on Spencer Holmes in transition. And again, you know, they're letting a lot go, and now, you know, that one's a little out of character. But
Ludington 19, Big Rapids 18. 5.9 seconds remain in the opening quarter.
Ludington in a 2-3 here for this last possession.
3, good. Dawson Dunn gets the 3 before the buzzer, and at the end of 1, in a district number 35 Division II basketball game, the Big Rapids Cardinals 21, the Ludington Orioles 19. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-8255 888-746-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. What a non-stop, exciting first quarter there, Coach. Ludington's got to do a better job preventing Big Rapids from shooting those three-pointers.
Yeah, and that's easier said than done. But
yeah.
I think if they can tighten up some of their closeouts and run them off the line, we'll be in a much better position to force some tough shots.
Well, then again, the Orioles have hit a few three-pointers too. All right, Forfinski with it now. He'll give it to Holmes. Spencer Holmes, nice move, and he gets the basket. Nice move by Spencer, taking it right down the paint and getting the layup. Ludington 21, Big Rapids 21. And again, we talked about it in the first quarter a little bit, Coach, the depth of the Orioles. You have not seen any substitutions for the Big Rapids Cardinals. Well, we're seeing one now. Cole Haste is in the game, and he's just a freshman. There's a shot up missed. Gage Jones with it. Now Gage will dribble out of there.
After that offensive rebound,
yeah.
Gage got double-teamed. The Orioles got to be coming back to the ball. He's your point guard, and he's got to pursue to score, but that's hard to do when you pick your dribble up and you've got two guys on you.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Jeannie and Larry Anderson, big Oriole fans, grandparents of David Sunshine Schillinger. And Larry, I know, couldn't be here tonight. Thoughts with Larry and Jeannie, and Larry's having a procedure done. And we're thinking of you, Larry, and hope everything goes fine. So right now, Ludington 21, Big Rapids 21. And Holmes passer, he's trying to get that ball into Lehman, and it's picked off, and here come the Big Rapids Cardinals.
Yeah, hard angle. You saw him try to put some English on it, just not enough.
Big Rapids, they do a nice job moving that ball in and out. Oh, boy, that's a hometown roll right there. Dawson Dunn gets the three, and boy, he got a friendly roll on that. Lehman, his pass ends up with Gilchrist. Now Gilchrist to Holmes. Ludington down 24-21 after that last three. Spencer Holmes loses the ball, and here come the Big Rapids Cardinals. Oh, nice move inside there by Dawson Dunn. Well, I'll tell you what, Dawson Dunn is having himself a first half.
Yeah, he sure is. And timeout Ludington here after that run. You know, great effort by Trey Forfinski on the breakaway by Dawson Dunn, sprinting to get in front of him, but the spin move and nobody else there, and scored the layup.
He made a really nice move. 30-second timeout by the Orioles. We want to thank Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. However, if you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting the car repair business. You can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. And also a shout out to Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Ludington basketball, 6:10 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail 26-21.
1-3-1 defense, zone defense here for Big Rapids coming out of the timeout.
Oh, there's a pass intercepted right there, and here comes Big Rapids. Nice move inside, shot too much. Offensive rebound, put back, good. Boy, the Orioles cannot allow that to happen, or they may find themselves trailing by double digits here.
Yeah, and that's tough. You know, you assume they're going to make layups, and then they miss, and there's no box out, and they give them a second attempt.
7-point Big Rapids lead, 28-21, 5:34 to go in the second quarter. Cole Anthus double team, dribbles out of it. He'll give it to Matthew Big Country Westhouse. Ball deflected. Cole Anthus has it, however. Anthus now, his pass is deflected. Another turnover for the Orioles, and they'll turn it into a basket. Boy, oh boy, Coach.
Yeah, just, you know, and this is a little bit of what we saw last Thursday against Benzie.
Yeah.
Is against the zone, you got to fake to make, and you just can't throw direct passes because they all got their hands up in passing.
And there's
lanes.
another one.
And like just that, another steal, 3 straight steals against the zone.
And they got a 9-point lead. Oh, offensive foul. Maybe that'll change the Orioles' fortunes right there, Coach.
They needed it because, you know, Big Rapids was likely to score. Cole Anthus sacrifices his body and takes it. And Ludington's prepared for this. Talking to Coach Shank, you know, Coach Ingles of Big Rapids, this is something he's run before, run this year, 1-3-1, 3-2, all the things.
Into the ball game for, oh, look at this. He's making his varsity debut. My
Cam Gunsel,
goodness.
number 52, into the game here for Ludington.
Cam Gunsel wearing 52, his varsity debut, just a freshman. He'll get it inside the big country, up and, in and out, no good. Rebound by Ramirez, however. Back out now to Gage Jones. You think Coach Shank is trying to light his boys up, putting a freshman in, making his debut right now? We know how talented he is.
No, that's not how Coach.
No, I know
works,
that.
But I mean, it might. But I think Cam's been practicing for a couple weeks, week and a half at least, up with the varsity guys, and he's playing right now because he's earned the right to play. I know.
I realize that, Coach. I know how talented he is.
Yeah.
Covering all the JV games this year.
Yep, definitely. But it would be a nice little spark. He can score in bunches.
Exactly. Gage Jones with the ball. Inside there. Saved by Schillinger. Oh, that was a double save there. It was saved by Gunsel, then saved by Schillinger. And now Gage Jones has it. 4:20 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail by 9. There's a three-pointer. It's going to be way short. Rebound. Gunsel up. No good. Gunsel fighting for it. And coming away with it for Big Rapids is Mason Dunn. They'll get it ahead now to Dawson Dunn. Now there's a steal by the Orioles' Daniel Ramirez. Ramirez, he'll take it to the hoop. It's no good, but he draws the foul and he'll shoot 2.
And Daniel, that's what we needed. Daniel getting out in transition, pushing the ball, attacking the cup, and going to the free throw line.
Again, Big Rapids 19-2 coming into this game, champions of the CSAA Gold Division. Ludington 20-2 on the season, co-champions of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, along with the Whitehall Vikings.
Another thing with Cam playing right now, it's they're through the zone at us, and we had 2 or 3 bad possessions after Daniel made the first free throw there. And I think Thad's trying to get a little bit of high-low action, and Cam's a really good option to go along with Matthew and run some of that stuff we run with Keelan and Liv and Ryan last year.
He gets Ramirez gets both free throws, and you're right, Cam Gunsel can sky. He's got some springs. Ramirez gets both free throws. The Orioles trail 30-23, 3:55 to go in the opening half. A Division II district number 35 boys semifinals. Oh, actually, this is a quarterfinals game.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals. Yeah.
Ludington back in man here. Big Rapids with the basketball.
All right. Ruggles to the hoop. No good. Rebound for Gunsel. Gunsel now, his pass is picked. Oh, he was out of bounds there. Good hustle there by Dawson Dunn. Boy, this Dawson Dunn is having a heck of a first half. He's a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, he is a good ball player. Cam comes out, great couple minutes there in his debut for Cam Gunsel.
Exactly. 15 points thus far in this first half for Dawson Dunn. All right, Ludington with the basketball, trying to cut that lead down to 5 now, or maybe 4 with a three-pointer. Sunshine Schillinger with the ball.
Big Rapids still in the 1-3-1 here, and Ludington's just got to work the ball around again, not throw easy passes, fake to make.
Yeah, they know they got to have zip on those passes, no doubt about that. Gage Jones with it. Now to Big Country, Matthew Westhouse. Westy, he'll give it to Aiden Gilchrist, now to Gage Jones. Gage, he's trying to he'll get it to Westy, up and in!
Needed that.
Yeah.
Great pass by Gage.
And great patience there, Coach.
Yep, definitely. The one thing against the 1-3-1 is the bottom of that has to go corner to corner. That's their job. So you can get it on the baseline. Often you can get some really good shots.
Orioles trail 30-25, 2:40 to go. There's a, looked like he got away with them there. Getting that basket for Big Rapids, number 23, and that was Xander Prince, I'm sorry. Orioles down 32-25. Gage Jones with it. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, just David's sitting wide open in the corner. We got to look down, and great take by Gage there.
Gage Jones kisses it off the glass, gets the basket, and he's fouled, and he'll try to complete the three-point play now.
And again, you get an opportunity here for Gage to make this free throw and set up our pressure.
Big Rapids up 32-27. Gage Jones at the free throw line. On the court for the Orioles now, you got Jones, you've got Gilchrist, Schillinger, Holmes, and Westhouse. Free throw is no good. Rebound to Ruggles. Ruggles will give the ball now to Mason Dunn. Mason Dunn to Gammons, back to Dunn. Now to Ruggles. Schillinger just missed on the steal there. Ruggles, 15-footer, no good. Rebound Westy, strong rebound there by Big Country. He'll outlet it to Gage Jones. Gage Jones now to Schillinger. Now to Aiden Gilchrist. Westy, good!
Great job of Gage crossing the street. David with the one more. Aiden up and in. Textbook transition there.
Ludington down now, just 32-29. Ruggles, nice pass. Oh! Gammons couldn't handle it, and Gage Jones has it.
That was such a good pass. He didn't even know it was coming to him. He faked everybody out.
Gilchrist there to Schillinger. His shot, no. Oh! Big Country!
Give it Big Country on the tip.
Big Country, I was going to say, Coach. Wow!
He got a fingertip on it and tipped that miss in.
Coming back and getting the basket.
Number 20.
Number 20 there
Carlito McKinney.
Carlito McKinney with the basket. And now we have, I can't keep my head down here, Coach.
Yeah, and I was looking at you too. I'm pretty sure Gilchrist with the corner three there.
So that was a three there. Was that Gage Jones? I think it was Gage on that shot.
We'll have to double check here.
It's a three. Either way you look at it, it's a 3 points for the Orioles. And we got a tie game, Coach.
Just
34
like
apiece. Big Rapids at the free throw line. I tell you what, I'm putting my head down just for a second to put the score down. I can't do that. It's a good thing. Good thing you got my back, Coach.
We both missed that one.
I know the scoreboard gave the three there to Gage Jones, but irregardless,
that's what it was then, I would think.
All right, first free throws up and in by Big Rapids. Carlito McKinney. Cardinals with a 1 point lead, 35-34. And you look around, Coach, you see the standing room all around the mezzanine section.
Yeah.
Both free throws are good by McKinney. Cardinals have a 2 point lead, 36-34. 1:08 to go now in this opening half.
Now we're in a 3-2 here, so a different look, similar zone, same concepts, get it to the baseline.
Jones to Holmes, now back to Jones. 54 seconds left in the opening half. Inside they go, three-pointer, good! Spencer Holmes, right there, sister!
Love watching Spencer shoot, beautiful shot, great pass for Daniel, I believe.
Ludington 37, Big Rapids 36, 35 seconds. There's a steal by Sunshine. He's got clear sailing, folks, and good! Sunshine Schillinger with the steal. He's averaging about close to 5 steals a game. He's averaging 22.5 points per game. Ludington up 39-36. 18 seconds to go in this opening half. Ruggles, good, and he's fouled.
Westy with jumped on that closeout and got off his feet, and Ruggles went right by him and shot the little floater in the front of the rim.
We figured, Coach, we were going to have a classic game here tonight. If you look at this district, it is absolutely stacked with 4 teams having 18 victories or more.
Yeah, and
got to be one of the
great first half here, and both teams, making shots offensively and even defensively, just great basketball, making the extra pass, Big Rapids, hitting wide open shots, getting into the paint, finishing. Just a great first half of basketball.
Irregardless of class, Coach, this has to be one of the tougher districts in the entire state of Michigan.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, Big Rapids at the Ruggles at the free throw line. In and out, no good. Rebound, Big Rapids. Ball out of bounds, and Howard's going to remain with Big Rapids. 11.7 seconds to go in this opening half. Ludington 39, Big Rapids 38. Into the Cardinal lineup, the twin brothers, number 2, Dawson Dunn, and number 4, Mason Dunn.
Yep, Coach trying to get them a break there right before half on the defensive end. Don't want them to pick up a cheap foul or something. Now that you get the ball on offense, you want your player who scored 15 points in.
Gage Jones checks into the Oriole lineup. 11 seconds to go. They'll get the ball in. Riley Venix with it. Venix, now they'll hit it for 3. It's up and good. Boy, oh boy, are they good on that three-pointer. Cole Heist gets the 3, and there's the buzzer. And your score at the half here in this Division II, District number 35 basketball game between the Ludington Orioles and the Big Rapids Cardinals. Big Rapids 41, Ludington 39. Back in 2 minutes here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School, and we just witnessed one heck of a first half in this district number 35 Division II game between the Ludington Orioles and the Big Rapids Cardinals. Cardinals had as much as a 9-point lead against our Orioles. The Orioles had as much as a 3-point lead against Big Rapids. We're at the half right now, and the Cardinals have a 2-point lead.
Yeah, great half of basketball, and both teams just shooting the ball extremely well and playing extremely well. I think for the Orioles, you know, coming out in the second half is you just got to limit the possessions where you know Big Rapids is going to throw different stuff at you, whether it's man-to-man, man plus one, the 3-2, the 1-3-1, and Ludington just, it's easier said than done, but you just can't have lapses where you kind of bog down because of those defensive changes. That is who Big Rapids is. That's what they do.
Exactly. Right now, I'd like to thank Pure Marquette Builders and also Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, as well as Indian Summer, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor. And tonight it's our assistant coach in the spotlight. We're going to step aside right now and listen to the interview I did with O's assistant coach, Jamie Sykon. Welcome, Ludington Oriole basketball fans, to the Indian Summer. Ludington Oriole assistant coach in the spotlight for tonight's game during the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. And I'm with Coach Jamie Sykon. And Jamie has been here coaching in Ludington now for 6 years. And this is his first year as an assistant varsity basketball coach. He's also been the head coach for the boys freshman team and the boys JV team. And what is the one thing that you like best about coaching at Ludington?
I just like basically the camaraderie that we have, but learning, basketball is a whole new world here under Coach Shank, and the things I've been able to learn from him to help teach the kids. And what I love the best is we're starting it from 7th grade all the way on to the varsity level, and this year we added an extra, so myself and Coach Shank actually co-coached the 8th grade boys team. So I have freshman coach, JV coach, co-coach 8th grade. I've assisted on varsity every year, but this year I'm full-time varsity. So
you're saying basically we have a great feeder program, obviously. So these elementary school students, in some cases, they know the system that Coach Shank has in place. So when they came up, they're very familiarized with it.
Yeah, it gives them a start. I mean, we don't have the exact things that we would do at the JV or varsity level, but the main points of the feeder system, 7th and 8th grade, are being put in right now, so we are better as they come on up through the system.
It's a coincidence. You've been here for 6 years, and in those 6 years, the Ludington boys team has been to the Breslin Center twice.
Yes, it has. I don't think that has anything to do with me, but like I told Coach Shank the other day, we were talking about a certain player and said, great minds think alike, he says. And I says, well, you got the great mind. I'm just mediocre.
Well, you're a pretty darn good coach too, Coach Sycon. What is the thing that you like best about Coach Thad Shank and working with him?
The thing that I like best is it's not all about basketball with Coach Shank. You know, a lot of people really don't know what goes on behind the scenes, you know, in the practices, in the meetings. It's about turning these guys into young men. You know, we have a saying, you know, men built for others. And it really is. It's, yes, we're teaching them basketball and we want to win and we want them to be the best they can be, but it's also the best they can be off the court. A good human being, a man built for others, and he's really taught that, and I admire that. That's why I'm here. I mean, I love everything about that, and he's just an excellent coach, a great teacher, and a person for this community and these young men, and that's what I hope to keep building on.
This year's team, a lot of fun to watch, up and down the court, high-scoring games, some really good athletes on the team. What is your favorite thing about this year's team?
I like the pace that we play with. I mean, it's been fun in practice. You know, watching, you know, us, you know, the old teams, you know, we just defense them to death, and it might be a 45 to 25 game where now, you know, we're going on offense and we're trying to score 80 points and we're still trying to hold them to 40, you know. So, but I think that this team, in my 6 years, this team's camaraderie, the brotherhood of this team is none to compete with. These guys are so close, and I think that's why we're at right now.
Favorite memory in all the time you've been at Ludington as a coach?
Ooh. You know, the Breslin Center is always, you know, going to the Breslin's always going to be a great memory. You know, for me as a head coach, my first year as the freshman head coach, we actually played a varsity team, a Class D varsity team, but still they were a varsity team, and we went over there and beat them by 28 points. Yeah. So that's a great memory for me and one of my teams. But you can't miss these Breslin teams. You know, it's the run that we had, especially the last one with Josh Lehman. You know, not a great season, 11-9, and we go on a 7-game run there and make it all the way to Breslin. I mean, that was awesome.
Actually, Coach, like, and I don't mean to correct you, but I think we were 9-10 after the regular season ended that year, and ended up 14-11.
Could have been. Maybe I had them reversed, but
I knew what you meant. Yeah. Everybody out there knows what you mean.
Exactly.
Favorite food that your wife makes for you and your family?
Oh boy, she makes so many good ones. A lot of food that I never really ate before until I met her. You know. Matter of fact, it's been 11 years now, and I've had some great food. But I would have to say when we do steak and scallops, she's great. And these Brussels sprouts that she makes are friggin' amazing.
That sounds awesome. That's all right. That was a good adjective there. You really described it nicely. Favorite flavor of ice cream at Ludington House of Flavors?
I have to go with birthday cake. If I'm going to eat hard scooped ice cream, it's got to be birthday cake.
There's a couple of the players that also that's their favorites. Your role model or role models that you've had in your life?
Of course, my dad, you know, was a great role model for me. He's no longer with me. Always been my brother. Great athlete. Taught me everything, you know, pushed me to be, and I probably went above and beyond a little bit with my attitude, but he taught me the attitude of no matter what, you always have to think, you know, no one can beat you. No one can beat you. That's how you have to practice and play. And of course, right now, you know, my father-in-law, you know, since the last 10 or 11 years, my father-in-law, Scott Barrett, has been a great role model for me because, you know, he's the only father I have left. So those are my 3 top role models right now that I've had in my life.
Sounds like good ones there, Jamie. And we got to get a little plug in, and a little shameless plug for you don't let grass grow under your feet, you or your wife. Also, Jamie and his wife own Crave, and also you have a custom decal. I'll talk a bit about that, a little bit about it.
So we own Crave Frozen Yogurt, downtown Ludington, and I have an auto detail shop. called Custom Shine, and my wife has a interior and home design business that's called Lush Interiors and Design. So the three businesses keep us pretty busy.
All right. And anybody you want to send a shout out to or say hello to?
Yep, say a shout out to my wife, of course, my daughters, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law in Florida. We're going to be there soon, and my brother who listens to Scoop in every game and watches all on the Oriole Sports Network. So,
all right, outstanding. Congratulations, Coach Sycon, on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole assistant coach in the spotlight. And as always, go O's.
Go O's. Woo!
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. We've started play here in the third quarter, and there's a basket by Big Rapids' Mason Dunn to start things off. Cardinals have a 4-point lead, 43-39. Ludington went into the halftime. There's a nice pass inside to Lehman. Good! Levi Lehman with the basket, his first points of the night. Orioles in that first quarter were outscored 21-19, Coach Stowe. And in the second quarter, both teams scored 20 points. So,
starting just how it ended there, and Spencer with a deflection and the Dennis Rodman dive out of bounds, but Big Rapids keeps the ball.
Great hustle. Okay, Big Rapids up 43-41. Ruggles doing a good job keeping that ball away from Schillinger. Big Rapids on the attack. There's a pass thrown out of bounds. The Orioles will get the ball right back now.
And it's a little thing. It's just, the pressure, it's little, but Spencer and David really heating the ball up, and they just throw the ball right out of bounds.
You look at the Orioles have been really good in close ball games this year. I don't know. I don't think Big Rapids has had a lot of close games this year, except for the Cadillac loss and the loss to Hart. They've pretty much had their way with their opposition. Ludington's won a couple of games, 3 games I know of, at least in overtime. The 2 losses, there's a nice give and go to Westy. Westy, oh, he's going to be called for the travel right there. Ludington's 2 losses, Coach, both came at home.
Yeah.
And one came to Cadillac, where Cadillac just really blew us out. It's rare you see a Coach Thad Shank Ludington team beat that badly at Hawley Gym. And then the other loss was to Whitehall at Hawley by 11. We ended up beating Whitehall by 11 at their place. There's a shot up, no good there by Big Rapids' Carlito McKinney, and here come the Orioles in a hurry. Holmes will give it. No, Big Country called for the travel.
Yeah, and Big Rapids, again, coming back man-to-man and face-carding Dave everywhere. You just got to work a little harder to get the ball open. Another thing that I'm sure Coach Shank has talked to David about is being a screener often helps you in those situations too.
Coach, you're going to have one really good high school team that's only going to get one district game in here, and their season's going to be over, and that's a shame. But, it happens throughout the whole state. Ludington and Big Rapids here tonight, a 20-2 team against a 19-2 team. Big Rapids with the ball right now. They'll work it inside right there. And you wouldn't think they would be able to keep. There's a 3-point miss, and now that should be a foul there on Big Rapids.
They're going to call it on David.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to call that foul on Schillinger.
They're both grabbing and holding. That's tough. I don't know how you can decipher who was doing it more, but that's why they are getting paid to do that job and not me.
6:03 to go in this third quarter. Big Rapids up by 2, 43-41. Cardinals on the attack. And you and I were talking at the break, Coach. I said, they can't do this for 2 halves, can they?
Right.
Continue hitting these 3-pointers like this? And you were like, well, we'll see. There's a basket up and in by Carlito McKinney.
Yeah, and Big Rapids posts these guards. Both the Dunn kids will post up against our smaller guards. And
oh, my goodness. There's a Gage Jones shot. I've seen it happen more times this season, Coach, than I've ever seen it happen in the past.
In between the rim and the backboard there on a 3-pointer by Gage Jones.
So it'll be on the, we're going to catch a break there because it's going to be
should be possession
arrow to Ludington. Yeah. Exactly. So it's just like a jump ball right there. Orioles trail 45-41. Schillinger will get it into Holmes. Spencer Holmes, he'll dish it back now.
That's a good call. Got caught up on Spencer's hip on the drive, and they called the carry or the travel on it.
Shout out to Becky Jo McKinley. Thank you, Becky Jo, for the delicious Snickers cheesecake. And Warren.
She's great. I haven't had that, but she's always making stuff for the girls, and she always includes me on that. Well, so I'm excited if I get to try one of those.
We've gotten a number of number of her Cherry delectables, I should say, over the years. Now here comes Big Rapids back. Little baseline runner right there by Carlito McKinney. And
that's got to be goaltending.
That is goaltending.
David just beat pushing up the street and beat everybody up the court and laid it up, hit the backboard, and then Big Rapids blocked it afterwards. I'm glad they called the goaltending here. Northern Michigan, you don't always see that, so it's nice when refs get that call right.
So they did give Ludington the 2, so it should be, you have 47-43? You have 47-43? Okay, so it should be Ludington trails Big Rapids 47-43. That was a goaltending call right there. Give the 2 points to Schillinger. They're saying about Becky Joe McKinley right there. We've gotten Cherry Delight a number of times. Always delicious. So a big thank you to her for this Snickers cheesecake. We're looking forward to trying it after the game. Warren, myself, and Braden. Evan brought it up to us.
Yep, definitely.
All right, Ludington gets a turnover there. Cole Anthus with it now. Has the ball poked away there. And shot up, no good. Fought for. And basket is no good. They're coming away with it was one of the Dunns. That was Dawson Dunn. And he's going to be fouled there by Levi Lehman.
Really impressed with Carlito McKinney here for Big Rapids. Just in terms of, he's catching that ball against the press, and he is attacking the rim every single time, and doesn't always make them, but really putting pressure on us on the back of our press.
Dunn's first free throw is good. He's got 16. He had 15 points in the first half. Got a big three-pointer there, Coach, from Cole Heist there to end the opening half. He's just a freshman.
He's a coach's kid, Coach Heist of the Big Rapids girls. That's her son, so not surprised to see him in and able to shoot it really well. I'm sure he spent a bunch of time in the gym growing up.
Dunn gets both free throws, so the Cardinals have a 6-point lead, 49-43. Cardinals' biggest lead this game has been 9. Ludington's biggest lead has been 3. Three-pointer there by Schillinger, blocked, out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by the Orioles. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Cardinals on the attack. Three-pointer, that's going to be short. Schillinger, he'll run it down. Just got great news from David's grandmother, Jeannie Anderson. She said that, there's a steal now by the Cardinals. She said, now Ludington will steal it back. Daniel Ramirez, he'll get it now to Lehman, now to Anthus. She said that Larry came through a surgery great, so that's great news. Great news on Larry Anderson, David Sunshine Schillinger's grandpa. All right, Schillinger with the basketball. Ludington trails 49-43.
Need a good possession here, Big Rapids and man. Let's play our game here and get a good shot.
Nice pass from Ramirez. Oh, that was pretty, Coach.
Yeah, that's a blind cut. Guy guarding Levi's watching the ball. Levi cuts right behind him while he's blind. A great find and score there. Cole Anthus, I think, with the pass, or David.
That was Pat. The pass came from David. Yeah, was that Cole? What, Cole or David won? Yep. We know that Levi Lehman gets the basket. Ludington trails 49-45. 3:04 to go in this very fast-moving ball game. There's not been a lot of fouls called either way, Coach.
Oh, and here's that post up.
Tough shot. In and out, no good. Rebound by Aiden Gilchrist.
I've been talking to Coach Lehman and Coach John Stowe at lunch today. That's part of Big Rapids' game, posting up the guards, especially against the smaller guards.
Ramirez, and he took it to the hoop. And now, oh my goodness, they're going to call a foul there on Cole Anthus. Coach, your thoughts on that?
I think that if there's a charge call, that's a charge. I mean, Daniel takes it to the rim, and there's a lot of contact, and they don't call it, and that's fine. They haven't really called that all game. But on this end, Cole sacrifices body, hits the deck hard, and I think he slapped the ground a little bit and sold it. That's got to be a charge.
All right, Ludington trails 49-45. It's going to be Big Rapids basketball here. And we have some new players in the game for the Oilers. Trey Forfinski will check. And there's a steal by Big Country. He'll outlet it now. Ludington's got a 2-on-1. Ahead, up, and in. Sunshine Schillinger with the assist to Spencer Holmes.
Yeah, what a turn of events there. What a steal by Gage. Back to Big Rapids here.
Ludington down by just 2 right now, 49-47. 2:19 to go in the game. There's a shot up and in. Oh, nice move right there. Carlito McKinley gets the basket. And now at the other end, we're going to have a foul on Big Rapids.
Yeah, David again looking up the street. David attacking and the score. On the other end, Big Rapids had that inbounds play. They ran it perfectly. Had a guy cut into the basket wide open. Just an errant pass. Westhouse with the steal and gave us a score. David at the line shooting 2, 51-47, Big Rapids.
I got to give another plug there to Jeannie and Larry Anderson. Also, they got me some honey here a few weeks ago.
Oh,
And that's
nice.
very good on games when I get a little excited,
Well,
like the
yeah.
game Thursday at
I could
Benzie Central.
imagine you go through honey more than most. Scoop.
I needed that to coat the throat. So a big thank you to them on that. Schillinger gets the first free throw. David's second attempt up and good.
You know, Big Rapids, I've been really impressed with them against the Ludington's pressure. You know, they just have been patient and really attacking the cup just like they're Dawson Dunn.
Dawson Dunn gets the basket, but that was too easy, Coach.
Yeah, yep.
4-point Big Rapids lead, 53-49, 1:51 to go in the third quarter.
It's not easy to defend that, but you've got to dig and claw and can't give him a straight line to the basket.
Holmes will get it in now, and looked like Owen Gammons had a hold of Big Country right there.
Yeah, doing the
bear hug, a little bit of a
locomotive.
yeah, locomotive.
At his waist. Good call by the ref.
1:42 to go in the third quarter. Big Rapids 53, Ludington 49. They'll get it in, and now passes batted around. Now Big Rapids will come away with it. Big Rapids has got some athletes on their team.
Yeah, they do.
You know, Ludington's got some players that can really sky, but so does Big Rapids. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Cardinals with the ball and the 4-point lead, 53-49. Gammons with it now. Ruggles, he'll give it back now to Dawson Dunn, to Ruggles.
Ludington in a 2-3 zone here.
Now I was thinking it had been a while since these two teams last met, Coach. They met last year in the districts at Manistee High School.
Yep.
Ludington won that game. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Spencer Holmes. 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Holmes will bring the ball up. Great crowd here tonight at Big Rapids High School. Holmes, the Big Country, and now he's going to be out of bounds when he catches it.
Yeah, and you know, we talked in the first half of Big Rapids switching defenses and kind of bogging them down. Ludington did the same thing and had a good defensive possession against Big Rapids.
We got a timeout on the floor. Only been a 30-second timeout. There hasn't been many timeouts called as well, too. This might only be the second timeout called. Hey, folks, IRCA Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The IRCA family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. IRCA Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. And also a shout out to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And we'd like to give a shout out as well to PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. Looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Big Rapids on the attack. They got a 4-point lead, 40 seconds to go in this third quarter.
You know, good defensive possession here.
Ruggles with it. He looked twice to take that three, won't take it. Now there's a three put up there.
Good box out.
Great job. Trey Forfinski with a great box out, as you said, Coach. And here come the Orioles.
Textbook.
That was Gammons who took that shot. Ludington down 53-49. Daniel Ramirez with it. He'll give it now. Spencer Holmes. Holmes now to Gage Jones. 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Gage Jones still with it. 4 seconds to go. Forfinski shot, no good. Rebound, Forfinski up, no good. Oh, Trey Forfinski, two great shots right there. Great effort. Couldn't get him to go, and we're at the end of 3 from Big Rapids High School, Division II, District 35. Big Rapids 53, Ludington 49. Stay tuned. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Shout out to Mark Pettinato, a big O's fan. He's Charlie Gunsel's film guy for Ludington football. He's tuned into this thriller. You know, you look, Coach, we talked about Sunshine Schillinger averaging 22.6. He came into this game at 496, and he's joined an elite an elite number of Orioles. Not many have scored over 500 points in a season, but he has now done it.
Yeah, and congratulations to him. He's a deserving player.
He'd turn that in, though, for a win here tonight.
Another 30-second timeout for you, Stu.
30-second timeout, so we get to show some love to Crown and Cork. Coach, you're a big fan of Crown and Cork Restaurant?
I love Crown and Cork.
Opening in April. Can't wait. Owners Linda and Brian Matson. They're going into their third year. Crown and Cork is located at 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Some great, great food there at Crown and Cork Restaurant. Also, we'd like to send a shout out to McGee Insurance Group. They've been serving West Michigan since 1939. McGee Insurance Group provides quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic. Call 845-5000.
Big Rapids basketball inbounding. You know, Coach Shank rock, paper, scissored them. They trapped the inbound and made Big Rapids burn a timeout, but they get it in here. Big Rapids basketball.
Well, here we go, Coach. We're in the final quarter. There's a tough shot there. No good rebound. Schillinger, and he's fouled right there. And one of these teams, one of these very fine teams, only has 7 minutes and 41 seconds left in their season.
Yeah, but, you know, for all these athletes, it's great. You know, you got a close game, 8 minutes to go. This is what it's all about.
Yep, exactly. That's all you can ask for. Holmes with it now for the Orioles. He'll give it to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to get that ball to Westy. They get it to him. Westy, oh, no good, but he's fouled.
Great set by Ludington, setting a back screen, re-screen for Spencer to try to get the three-point shot. Big Rapids, obviously very well coached. They jumped out on Spencer, and we found the slip to Westhouse. You can't guard everything.
Westy at the free throw line. The first shot is up. Oh, in and out, no good. He's usually one of Ludington's better free throw shooters.
Yeah, he's got a very nice shot.
Again, Ludington coming into this game at 20-2. Big Rapids 19-2. Second free throw good. Westy gets one, and the Orioles now down by 3, 53-50. You know, in that third quarter, both teams slowed down offensively. Give credit to both defenses as Big Rapids outscored the Orioles 12-10.
Yeah, and it comes to level, too. You know, we talked at halftime, you and I, about, you know, the ability for the teams. They were just on fire in that first half, and likelihood of them shooting 80-90% from three was not high.
On the court for the Orioles, you have Ramirez, Westhouse, Holmes, Schillinger, and Gage Jones. Big Rapids basketball. They own a 3-point lead, 53-50, 7:08 to go in the game. Big Rapids getting that ball down low. Oh, the shot's good by Ruggles, and he's fouled.
Yeah, great set, kind of almost a flex screen there by Big Rapids to get them wide open on the block, and just ran outside, and he made the shot, fouled over the top by Spencer.
Orioles have done a pretty nice job on Ruggles. That's his 7th point of the night. Free throw is no good. Hustle there. Big Country able to save it. Oh, and he just gave it to Aiden, and Aiden was trying to get that ball there to Gage Jones, and Gage went one way and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
6:56 left in the game. The Orioles are down by 5, 55-50. Orioles' biggest deficit tonight has been 9 points. Orioles' biggest lead over Big Rapids has been 3 points. And now they're going to get Gage Jones for the foul.
Yeah, tough call there. He fouled him, I think. But, he had a clear path to the ball. He just one of those things, accidentally ran into the guy, and that would have been 2 points on the other end. But still a ton of time left.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
need a great defensive possession here for Ludington.
When you see how fast this Oriole team can score, they score in bunches. We've seen it all season long here.
I do like a deflection there on that inbounds by Gage. That's deflections lead to steals.
Ruggles, nice move. He gets the basket. That'll give the Cardinals a 7-point lead. 6:35 to go in the game. The Orioles on the attack. Gage Jones with the ball. Jones to Gilchrist. Now they'll swing it to Holmes. He'll give it to Jones. Wide open. Oh, what a sweet pass there. Gage Jones gets the pass to Aiden Gilchrist, who gets the basket.
Yeah, a lot of the screening action Ludington does, Big Rapids is jumping on the cutter, leaving the slips wide open.
6:05 to go in the game. The Orioles trail 57-52. Orioles were down 21-19 at the end of one. They trailed at the half 41-39, and they were down 53-49 entering this fourth quarter. Big Rapids with the ball. Ruggles has it.
Another thing you kind of notice with the Ruggles kid just being a bigger frame, it's harder for Dave to get some of those steals he usually gets. I think it's just because he's got broader shoulders, keeps it outside his body.
Gammons with it now. He'll give it to Dunn. Big Rapids, you can tell they have really slowed the tempo down, Coach. There's a shot, no good. Rebound by Westhouse. Taking that shot was Carlito McKinney. And now here come the Orioles. Schillinger with it. Schillinger, nice Euro step. Oh, he left it short, however, and...
Good hustle by Westy. That's kind of...
Wow. Well, now they're going to call the delayed travel call there, Coach.
Do you think that was on? So Big Rapids, loose ball, Big Rapids kid dove on the floor.
Yeah.
Slid halfway across the floor. Do you think that's what it was on?
I think that's what it was.
They waited 3 or 4 seconds to call it.
The coach there, you can see Coach Shank right next to the one official right there. And you usually see a delay like that, but kudos to the official. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Ludington Oriole fan.
Well, I think that was the right call. A lot of kids diving on the floor. Westhouse on the floor. Big Rapids kids selling out. This game means a lot to everybody.
All right, Gilchrist there. He'll get the ball to Holmes. Shot. No good. Little baseline jumper right there. Just wouldn't fall. 5:03 to go in the game. Big Rapids 57, Ludington 52.
Yep, a little flex cut from the side. Got a wide open shot.
Well, you can just cut the excitement, the enthusiasm with a knife here, Coach, in this Big Rapids gym.
Yeah, definitely.
You're right. March Madness is here in full effect, full force. Big Rapids, they're in no hurry. They got a 5-point lead right now with 4:39 to go in the game. 6 team fouls called on the Orioles, 4 on the Cardinals. That may play into this as the game comes down to the last seconds as well. That's going to be well short. And Levi Lehman comes up with it. He'll give it ahead now to Gage Jones. Jones in the lane. He'll dish it to Holmes. Now to Gilchrist to Jones. Jones will give it to Levi Lehman. Lehman to Jones. 4:11 to go. Orioles trail 57-52. Schillinger with it now. Schillinger to Gage Jones. Now to Lehman. Lehman will go baseline. He'll kick it back to Gage. Gage Jones now. Jones in the lane. Shot up. God! Oh, what a sweet shot there by Gage Jones. It seemed like he levitated, and he seemed like he was in the air there before he let that ball go.
Hang
time, exactly. Gage gets the basket, and that's going to bring the Orioles to within 3 points, 57-54. We'll step aside. Big Rapids 57, Ludington 54.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye, and you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. Scoop Hansen, Coach Warren Stowe, and Braden Kronline, the Oriole Sports Network, in conjunction with 102.7 WMOM. A big thank you to Chris Nicholas, the WMOM station owner and station manager, and also to Thad Shank, our OSN executive director and producer. It's been a great season, Coach, and hopefully it is extended. It's Orioles trail by 3 right now, 3:42 to go in the game.
Big Rapids basketball. Ludington putting some pressure, deflection, steal by Aiden Gilchrist.
Yep, Gilchrist with the ball. Aiden now, he'll give it to Holmes. Holmes to Lehman. Lehman to Gage Jones. Gage. Here, Coach Thad Shank, who, even though he's way over on the other side, you can still hear that voice of his. Schillinger, a good job corralling that ball right there. 3:16 to go. The Orioles trail by 3. 57-54 three-pointer. Good!
Great possession. We had David on the back screen. Didn't throw it. Maybe thought it was a maybe pass. And
there's a deflection.
Steal by Spencer.
The Orioles have it. Schillinger. Good! And he's fouled. Oh, let's talk about the three-pointer by Gage Jones to tie it up. Then they get the steal. Schillinger gets the basket, and he's hacked.
Yeah, and we just talked, you and I, at that last commercial break about, Ludington just continue to play loose. You play all season for these moments, and just like that, now you put the pressure back on Big Rapids.
Exactly.
And you got to see what those Big Rapids kids are made of.
Hey, Coach, we've talked about it. The Orioles, they've been in some pressure situations this year, and they've been in overtime at least 2 or not 3 games. They've won all 3 of the overtime games they played. Schillinger's free throw is good!
And the way Ludington plays and the way they practice, they see pressure like that all the time against each other.
Three-point attempt, Big Rapids. Oh, my gosh!
The bank is open.
Yep.
Three-pointer by Big Rapids.
Mason Dunn with the three-pointer. And we have a tie game here with 2:47 to go. Ludington 60, Big Rapids 60. 30-second timeout. Got to give some love to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. And also, Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G has been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 843-8250. LP&G, the local source for all of your projects. LP&G is proud to support Ludington Oriole Sports while being a sponsor on the Oriole Sports Network.
If I'm a betting man here, Scoop, I'm going to say Big Rapids comes out here in some sort of zone defense. A timeout. Want to stop Ludington. They've been playing man most of this quarter. And as we see it, they're in the 1-3-1.
Exactly like you said, Coach. Ludington 60, Big Rapids 60, 2:40 to go in this ball game. It's a Division II, District number 35 game. Schillinger on the court with Jones, Westhouse, Holmes, and Lehman. And we might be seeing a Bobby Plump moment here right now from Hoosiers.
Well, I like that David's just holding it and listening to Coach Shank. Like I said, Coach Shank probably drew up his best man beater, and now you're seeing zone. So he just wants to make sure his guys are in the right spots. And that's a classic coaching move. Riley Stone and I joke about that all the time. You call a timeout, you change your defense, and kind of ruins that timeout for the other coach.
Levi Lehman with it now. Schillinger. 2:03 to go in the game. You really think that the Orioles, well, I'm not going to put anything past Coach Thad Shank or his Coach Thad Shank team, but that the Orioles could hold this for 2 minutes, over 2 minutes, and take the last shot of the game if Big Rapids allows them to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Big Rapids now extending a little bit. But we just need good passes up top. We talked about this. You got to throw up, over, around the top of that 1-3-1.
Schillinger. Oh, his pass goes out of bounds right there. 1:32 to go in the game. He was trying to get that ball, I believe, to Eli.
Levi.
Or to Levi Lehman. I was going to say we don't have an Eli. To Levi, you said it right there.
Aiden Gilchrist checks in for Matthew Westhouse. That's in offense to defense sub, get another guy who can press really well here on the court.
We'll see what Big Rapids can do. They've been a little cooler with their three-point attempts in the second half, but they still have hit a number of them. 60-60, 1:20 to go in the game. Big Rapids has possession of the basketball. Mason Dunn with it. Dunn will give it now to Gammons. Gammons over now to Ruggles. 1:04 left. Now Big Rapids looks like they're going to try to do the same thing Ludington did, Coach.
Yeah, it's harder though. We're extending our zone a little bit. I think they want to get kid on the block. That's what they do.
Ruggles gets the basket. I'm sorry, that was Owen Gammons, his first points of the game, and it's a 2-point Big Rapids lead, 62-60 with 44 seconds left. Oh, we have a timeout, Ludington. 40.5 seconds left in the game. Big Rapids 62, Ludington 60. And we're going to stay right here, folks, and give some more love to some of our sponsors. Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Also, House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Coach Stowe, Orioles had built the lead up, but Big Rapids came right back just as they have the entire game. Big Rapids had as much as a 9-point lead on the Orioles. Orioles had as much as, I believe, a 3 or 4-point lead on the Cardinals. And then you saw Owen Gammons, the Big Rapids center, score his first points of the game to give his team a 62-60 lead. 40.5 seconds left.
Yep, Ludington sideline out of bounds, 40 seconds left.
All right, Holmes with the basketball. Spencer Holmes has it, 35 seconds to go in the game. Now to Gage Jones. Jones to Lehman. Back to Jones. Let's see what Coach Shank has drawn up here. 22 seconds left in the game. The Orioles trail by 2, 62-60. Spencer Holmes with it now. 17 seconds. Gage Jones with it. Jones still with it. 12 seconds to go. Inside, Westy! And a foul is called right there. Of course, the Big Rapids fans are going to want a block shot right there. But Matthew Westhouse will go to the foul line with 9.2 seconds left in this game. Big Rapids lead 62-60.
Took a little while to develop, but they got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
Westhouse on the block. 2 free throws to hopefully tie it up.
Matthew Big Country Westhouse, the Orioles 6'10" center at the free throw line. 9.2 seconds left in the game. First shot is no good. Timeout, Big Rapids. 9.2 seconds remaining. Big Rapids 62, Ludington 60. It is a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors for bringing you tonight's ball game, including House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Pure Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Center, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, Urca Auto Center, and Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. A big thank you to all of our great sponsors. Coach, what is Coach Shank telling his team right now?
Well, he's telling them after Matthew makes this free throw, here's the press that we're going to be in. Also, there's 9 seconds left, so he's telling them what he wants them to do in terms of get a steal right away and then foul right away, even without trying to get a steal. You know, just he's walking them through all of those scenarios right now after the made free throw by Westhouse.
You know, I'm looking at the sheet right here, and I see that the Orioles, they defeated Traverse City Central in overtime, 76-74. And they also defeated, maybe it was only 2, with Traverse City Central And Benzie Central, they defeated in overtime 77-65. For some reason I was thinking 3. Okay, Westhouse, second free throw is good. So Ludington trails by a point, 62-61.
And Coach Shanks sending a sub. It gets you another defender in the game, but also stops it so you can get a matchup.
So right now we have 9.2 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor. Big Rapids 62, Ludington 61. And
if I had to guess here, Ludington's going to go what we would call center fielder. Full deny everything, take the inbounder back, and everything throwing over. If they throw deep, whoever's guarding the inbounder's not guarding him. He's going for the steal. And then once it gets in, if you don't get the steal, foul right away. That would be my guess.
Well, you're a disciple of Coach Shanks, so I'm going to take your word for gospel.
Some center fielder back in the day. And, it's just, again, Ludington is prepared for this moment. Big Rapids is prepared for this moment. Down 1, 9 seconds left. From a fan's perspective, you wouldn't want it any other way.
Unfortunately,
we're the one down 1.
Exactly.
That's
unfortunate right now.
You wish it were the other way.
What a ball game it's been. We've been seeing a lot of these recently with their game at Benzie Central the other night, which was a thriller. And right now, here we are, 9
That's why I don't get paid the big bucks. They're not doing what I said. They're full deny everything. Aiden's on the ball.
9.2 seconds to go. And now a foul called on Schillinger.
That's a hometown clock. 2 seconds.
Wow.
Almost 2.5 seconds on an inbound immediate foul.
I couldn't, when I looked, Coach, at the timer over there, I couldn't believe it. It was 9.2. Now it's 7.3. And you couldn't have fouled any quicker than what Schillinger fouled the Big Rapids player there. And that player, number 15, Jack Ruggles. So 7.3 seconds.
Got a box out here.
Shot is up, and it's no good. Ball out of bounds. It's Ludington basketball. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Ruggles missed the 1-and-1. Ludington's going to take a timeout now. 5 seconds to go, and that's when you got a player like David Schillinger who can get the ball up the court and Mach 7. That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, and and again, you prepare for these situations. I vividly remember a couple weeks ago practicing at LES, and I was in Coach Shank's office, and he had a bunch of play sheets from, I think, Xavier, where it gives you a situation, right? You're up 1 with 10 seconds left. You're up 5 with a minute and a half left.
Okay.
And that's stuff that these kids have seen. So he's going to draw his best play for, 5 seconds or less here and see what it is. I would imagine David will be involved.
Well, let's see, Coach, if we have more March magic under Coach Thad Shank and his boys teams. Your girls team created it last year, 2019, 2017. The Ludington boys going to the Breslin Center. 17 team, they really had the magic there. Well, the 19 team did too as well. But the 17 team, that three-pointer by Joshua Lehman at the Breslin Center to send Ludington to the state championship game. We're needing some of that. We need to tap into some of that right now, Coach Stowe.
Correct. Yeah, we just we just need the best possession possible and try to get a good look and let the chips fall where they may.
So the
Interested
Orioles
to see who will have taken it out here.
And let's see how Big Rapids aligns against Ludington right here.
Likely Gage. I hope Gage takes a step back at Reed City or at Benzie. It was hard because the wall is right next to you. He's got a little space here, and there's no one on the ball.
Here we go. 5 seconds to go. Gage Jones will trigger the ball in. He gets it to Westy. Now to Jones. Gage Jones still with it. Go Jones. The shot's up. Oh, it's no good. Gage Jones. Oh, just missed, Coach. It was right on the iron. It was lined up. Oh, a heartbreaking loss for our Ludington Orioles, 62-61.
They got a look, a good look. It hit the back of the iron, everything you would want. Just didn't go in.
What a ball game.
That's a great ball game. And, again, we talked about it over and over and over again. Some really good basketball teams are going home in this season, and I'm sad that it's Ludington because I know those kids, I know how hard those coaches work, but they've had an amazing season, champions of the West Michigan League, and they just got to keep their heads up high.
Orioles fall 62-61. They I can't even get the words out. They did get a great look, Coach. Gage Jones brought it up. He launched it just before the buzzer sounded, and everybody collectively in this gym held their breath as that ball went towards the hoop, and it caught the back of the rim right there
and just
bounced away, bounced sideways.
If it bounced up and down.
What a heartbreaking loss for the Ludington Orioles, and what a season though, 20-3. Again, we talked about it a few times during the game. We said one of these fine basketball teams, their season's going to end tonight, and Big Rapids came into the game at 19-2, Ludington at 20-2, and unfortunately our Ludington Orioles, they fall by the score of 62-61, and we'll be back in 2 minutes here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Big Rapids High School. Scoop Hansen along with Coach Warren Stowe and Braden Kronline. And if you hear the disappointment in my voice and Coach Stowe's voice, well, yep, our Orioles came out 1 point shy here, Coach. And what a ball game. Gage Jones had a great look. The competitor he is. I know it's just going to tear him up, but he gave it his all right there. He got the shot off just before the buzzer. It was right on line. It's just one of those shots where, as a Ludington fan, we've been spoiled quite a bit over the last, you look back at the history of Ludington basketball.
Forever, I mean.
Exactly.
And that's a great, that's a group of kids that works extremely hard. And obviously, I'm sure Big Rapids does too. And all the credit goes to them for beating Ludington. But, I am the worst at this of just replaying every moment, every decision, and all those Ludington players and coaches are going to do the same. But there's a million things that happen throughout a game that could get you a point here or there. You know what I mean? So that last second shot and a missed free throw, none of that is a reason why you win or lose. It's a series of events, and both teams played extremely well. You look at that first half and how well they shot. Defense tightening down, big runs from both teams. Big Rapids finding the composure to hit a three to tie it at 60 when they had just lost the lead. Just a great basketball game. I'm just sad, obviously, because Ludington's on the bottom end of it.
Yeah, that's fantastic season, 20-2, and you get one district game. It just feels like
Tell me about it, Scoop.
Give credit to Big Rapids and just like your girls too.
Yeah.
Both teams have great years. Your girls win the conference championship. The boys share the conference championship with Whitehall, and you only get one game. You feel cheated. Yeah. And I'm not saying anything against the state or anything, but when
that's why. March and basketball and college basketball, that's why it is the greatest in my opinion. It's just that you never know what's going to happen, and it's there's so much emphasis and importance on every single game.
Owen Gammons, the hero for Big Rapids tonight, he only had 2 points, but I'll tell you what, they were the biggest 2 points scored in this game to give Big Rapids the 1 point victory, 62-60. And our team ends up 20-3 on the year. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. As you got Remus Chippewa Hills and you got Reed City out here getting set for the second game of the night. You got Reed City at 13-9 and Chip Hills at 10-11. And the winner of this game will play the Cadillac Vikings, 18-4 on Wednesday night. Big Rapids now has a date with the Hart Pirates. Big Rapids now at 20-2 on the season. The Hart Pirates 22-0. And one of Big Rapids' only losses this year came to Hart early in the season. I believe it was 92-80.
Yeah,
it was a very high-scoring game. Hart scored in the 90s. Big Rapids scored in the 80s. Looking at the game, the Cardinals outscored Ludington 21-19 in the first quarter. Both teams scored 20 points in the second quarter. Big Rapids outscored Ludington 12-10 in the third quarter. The Orioles outscored Big Rapids 12-9 in the fourth quarter, but they needed it to be 13-9 or 14-9 right there. And they had the opportunity right there. So many things happened in the range of emotions, Coach, the range of what happened there the last few minutes of that ball game.
Yeah, Ludington is down 5 or 6 there, or 7 maybe.
They were down by 9 at most during the game.
Quarter, and battled back and had that 3 by Gage and a steal by David, and then Big Rapids comes back.
And you think we had the momentum going, but we could never get more than a 3-point lead against the Cardinals, and they stayed right in there, whereas they had the 9-point lead, but Ludington clawed back in just a great high school basketball game, and it's just a shame. Hey, that's sports, though. That's sports.
It teaches you a lot about life, doesn't it?
It sure does. Individual scoring for the Orioles, and we got Coach Thad Shank coming up to us right now. Coach Shank is going to take the headset from Coach Warren Stowe. Coach, I'm sure you've got a team of very, very disappointed and heartbroken young men in the locker room right now. What did you say to them?
Well, all you say is you love them, and I haven't had this much fun in 4 or 5 years with the basketball team. I mean, I just love the way they care about each other and love each other, and they're there for each other. And, just tell them, hey, sometimes you set your goals high in life and keep that high aim all the time. It's not always going to happen, but put you in a position for it to happen sometimes. And just super proud of him. Just sad that I couldn't have done a few more things to allow him to get out of here a little bit more successful tonight.
62-61 game of runs. It went back and forth. They never got more than a 9-point lead against your Orioles. Ludington fought back in there. Your Orioles got a lead a couple of times, but never could extend it for more than 3 points, Coach.
No, we got that 3-point lead, and our orange pressure was starting to work a little bit, and we were dropping back to man, and our rotation out of that orange left 4 open there, and he banked that. That was probably the key play of the game, him banking that 3-point shot in, and if that goes out, we probably walk out of here victorious, but it did not, and that's part of the game. And we just bogged down too much offensively and possessions tonight. Big Rapids did a good job of switching and changing their defenses a little bit out there. And, I think it had a little bit of disruption effect sometimes, and sometimes we stood around a little bit too much on the offensive end. But that's all, you get into this environment and it's so loud and it's so crazy and chaotic. It's just one of those things. I mean, these are 17 and 18-year-old kids, and you just forget a little bit.
Yeah.
You forget.
Yeah.
So
a lot of pressure on that. Like Westy shooting those free throws right there. He got 1 of 2, and got a chance though at the end there. We saw Big Rapids the same thing. They were down at their end. Ruggles misses the front end of 1-and-1. You call a timeout. Gage Jones brings it down. He got the shot off just before the buzzer, and we all collectively held our breath right there. It was right on line, and it just banged off the back of the rim right there.
It looked like it was in. I thought they were going to extend up on the ball a little more. I probably should have put Dave in that spot right there to attack down the floor right there. But, you got one timeout. You just don't know exactly how it's going to play out. And you know, you're just kind of making a little bit of a guess right there. We thought Gage could get down there, penetrate, and kick, but, you know, the Big Rapids did a nice job slagging off and slowing down his penetration down there.
Gage Jones had 3 3-pointers tonight. You look at Big Rapids, they shot the lights out in the first half shooting those threes.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, that's why they're the team that they are. They've consistently made the three-point shot this year, and you know, that's why they're 19-2, you know, 20-2 now, I guess. So, I mean, they're a hard matchup just because they shoot it so well, but then each and every kid can post you up down there on the block. You know, Coach Ingalls does a nice job of sitting guys down on the block and trying to guard the mismatch, and it was just hard matchup for us all night, you know. I mean, you know, we want Westy in there, but we really struggled when we played 2-3 zone, getting to shooters and finding shooters enough to be able to pick our poison, you know, So, I don't know.
Dawson Dunn, 15 points in the first half for Big Rapids. Your team did a nice job on them in the second half, held them to 6 points.
Well, I think they got tired, you know, and that's the way we like to play. I thought they were tired. Their threes were a little bit more off the second half. I thought we wore them down a little bit. And like I said, it just seemed like one of those Ludington games where we were just going to pull it away at the end like we've done so many times this year. But give them credit. They made a couple nice plays down the stretch, and it's the story of the game. We
thought your depth would be the determining factor here tonight, Coach, and it almost was. You can tell just as you were talking about right now. What a ball game. Unfortunately, Ludington season ends at 20-3, co-champions of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Coach, you're losing 7 seniors. I know that means an awful lot to you, and I'm going to run them off right now. Cole Anthus, Levi Lehman, Chase Hackert, Aiden Gilchrist, Trey Forfinski, Ryan Millspaw, and Matthew Big Country Westhouse. I know they've been a lot to you in Ludington basketball.
Well, I mean, good players, but better kids, you know what I'm saying? I mean, great parental crew they have. They're just super, super kids. Like I said, this has been a pleasure to coach this year. These guys, they love each other and they have fun together, and it's just been a pleasure.
Yeah. And we talked, Coach. I'm going to let you go here in a second. Coach Stowe and I talked. We said, we're going to have one really fine basketball team leaving after one district game. And it just happened to be the Ludington Orioles tonight. We've seen so much March magic in the past. We were thinking, hey, we're going to have another magical moment here. Gage Jones brought that ball down and just missed.
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, we've been on the other end of this a heck of a lot. We've been very blessed. I mean, I'm frustrated that I can't go to practice with these kids another day, but, you know, 2017, Big Rapids thought they had a shot to go to the Breslin Center, and we did the same thing in the first game of districts to them at Benzie. And we ended up playing, so it's what makes everybody love March Madness, you know. It just makes what everybody makes. It's why everybody loves it.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it's the finality of it, Coach. That, like you said, you can't go to practice with your boys tomorrow. So, Coach, anything you want to add?
Nope, man. Thanks for all you guys do, man. And bringing this stuff to Oriole Nation. I really appreciate all your hard work, man.
You're welcome, and thank you, Coach, for being you. That's Coach Thad Shank, and his team falls tonight in a Division II District 35 quarterfinal game to the Big Rapids Cardinals by the score of 62-61. Make sure you check the Oriole Sports Network page out later tonight. We'll have all the scoring by quarter, the individual scoring, all the scores of interest, and well, you could just hear the disappointment there in Coach Shank's voice. But, you know, as great a basketball coach as he is and how blessed we are to have him in Ludington, just like you, Coach Stowe, he's a better person just like you.
He's the best. I don't know about me, but he's the best. And, you know, it's loud in here. I didn't hear what he said, but I know what he said. He probably took all the blame, and he probably gave all the credit to Big Rapids. And
he did.
That's just who he is. He's just the best. And, you know, he's Big Cy there because he's replaying every moment in his head, just like we talked about the kids doing it. You know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes it doesn't matter. There's a million things that could go different in a game. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Obviously that team had high aspirations and wanted to win this game, but it doesn't take away from who they are as players and as people and the great season that they've had for Ludington basketball.
And those boys are, I'm sure they're out of the locker room right now, but they're all replaying it, just like Coach Shank's replaying it in his head, because that is a team of competitors. I'll start right, David Sunshine Schillinger, Gage Jones, Matthew Westhouse. I can go right down the line. Aiden Gilchrist, Daniel Ramirez, Trey Forfinski, all of them, and they're all thinking, and it's a shame because they're going to be thinking it was one play when it wasn't, like you said.
Exactly.
One play doesn't make a game.
Nope. And it's, the free throw in the first quarter is just as important as the free throw in the fourth quarter. So there's a million things. It's just you got to string together more good than bad. And, unfortunately for Ludington tonight, Big Rapids was able to find a way to score there at the end after we had fought so hard to climb back into that game.
I'll give you Ludington's points, folks. Individual scoring tonight, 8 points for Spencer Holmes, 15 points tonight for David Sunshine Schillinger, 4 points for Levi Lehman, 2 for Aiden Gilchrist, 13 points for Gage Jones, who had a really tremendous ball game tonight, 5 points for Daniel Ramirez, and Big Country Matthew Westhouse had 14 tonight. They all played their hearts out. They all tell how badly they wanted this and to move on, but it just wasn't meant to be tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and that's, it's the old Hoosiers, right? You just give it your all, you be your best self, and that's all Thad asks of them. So the score doesn't reflect it, obviously, but they're all winners in all the hearts of all the Ludington fans. I know that.
Exactly. For Big Rapids, 21 for Dawson Dunny at 15 in the first half. Also for Ludington, or for Big Rapids tonight, Cole Heist. He only had 3, but that was that big three-pointer
at the end of the first half.
Yeah, exactly. Mason Dunn with 11, and of course he hit that big three-pointer that banked in when Ludington had the 3-point lead and was trying to build on that 3-point lead right there. 9 for Jack Ruggles. Carlito McKinney had a real nice ball game with 12. Xander Price tonight with 4. And Owen Gammons just 2, but they were
they were a big 2.
The big 2 right there at the end, and Ludington falls 62-61. It's been a pleasure doing the games that I did.
Great. I'm bummed I'm only going to get to do one this week, but it's fun. I like doing this with you, and like Thad said, it's a really great that Thad and yourself and Braden and Julia and everyone else involved, all the great sponsors, have the opportunity to bring the kids and high school sports to the world because they work hard and it's cool. I know they enjoy it, and I know Ludington fans do. So thank you for all that you guys do.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank Coach Shank. Big thank you to Chris Nicholas, the WMOM station owner, station manager. I can't say enough about Braden Cronline. We're going to miss the heck out of him next year. Hopefully he steps in and does a few games with us as our technical engineer. He's been our cameraman. It's hard to believe 2 years have flown by with him already.
Yeah, he's the best in the biz. That's not just a saying. He is.
He is. And it's hard to believe 4 years have already passed that the Oriole Sports Network has been up in operation. 2 years with Braden, 2 years with, I can't believe, what 2 years with Julia, with Abby, and also with Connor Grant. How could I forget? Connor, if you're listening, I didn't forget you, big guy. It's just I had one of those moments as a 57-year-old sometimes has. But everybody who's worked for the OSN, whether it's been Kate Shank, Julia Halfman, we've had Trey. I'm trying to think of Trey's last name that was our cameraman. I work with him all the time on the Badger, but he did a nice job as our cameraman. Everybody that's worked with us, I commend them for the job they've done, and I'm glad that Oriole Nation, the Oriole fans, have really enjoyed the Oriole Sports Network and the magical moments we brought to the Oriole Nation and the fans out there through football, through basketball, through volleyball, soccer, and other sports that we've covered, interviews as well, too. In fact, I got to get with Braden. We're going to get with the swimmers this week. We got 5 swimmers going to state.
Great.
And we're going to get with them and do an interview sometime this week. I'll get with Braden on that. So, again, a big shout-out to all of our sponsors, too. Thank you for all you've done for us over the years. And special thanks to Smith & Eddy right now, our post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Big shout out to all the Oriole fans out there. Oriole Nation, you are the best fans, and keep backing and supporting your Orioles. And with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, boys varsity basketball coach Thad Shank, Also for the 102.7 WMOM station owner and manager Chris Nicholas. For Warren Stowe, that's Coach Warren Stowe, who did color commentary with me tonight. And also for Braden Kronline, the OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer. This is Todd Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, saying, hang in there, Oriole fans. Yeah. And also, hey, before I close out, also got to send some love to Evan McKinley and to Riley Calhoun, Evan Cruzy, and Kyle Gertzy-Grzinski, also who have been my sidekicks doing color commentary with me this year. Now, with that said, this is Scoop Hansen saying good night from Big Rapids High School. Oriole fans, once again, your final score, a heartbreaking final score. The Big Rapids Cardinals 62, the Ludington Orioles 61. Good night, O's Nation.
This has been a presentation of